When Stephen Bartlett talked to Jeffrey Hinton says he's not sure, okay, what's going to happen with artificial general intelligence. He has an idea, okay, but the technology it thinks on its own. It's going to become supremely intelligent to people like Jeffrey Hinton. He said that he didn't hold any punch, he didn't lie, and he's not lying to he's not lying to the military, he's not lying to developers, he's not lying to Donald Trump or Trudeau or whoever the new prime minister guy thing is of Canada and some. Wasn't lying to him. He said, "I'll do this, but I can't guarantee the outcome." It's a lot like, kind of like his father. Hi, Jeffrey, I'm your father. Lots of kids ask me that stuff in lockup and that were abused. Why can't you be my dad? Well, I can't be everybody's dad, but I can be a good example on how to be one. Okay. And so, when you're in an abusive relationship and you're abused, it's hard. My dad was a result of abusive relationships, and he went to, when he went to San Diego and stayed with Molly, he went to children of adult alcoholics meetings and stuff. And Molly was mean to him. She didn't have sex with him for 10 years. And he tells me that. I'm like, yeah, welcome to my world. He's playing that to guys all the time. My dad, my sons and stuff. Guys, and my sisters too. And persons, men, are perverts. You had more sex in high school than I had my whole life. Okay? Do you understand? I turned down more sex in junior high than the entire quorum of the 12 got offered their whole life together. Yeah, no, Rockefeller's like, I'm like, what? It's like, yeah, you were good looking and charming, Earl. That night you didn't go into the thing. Yeah, she was so cute too. She was Native American. I think her name was like Cheyenne or something like that. I had a crush on her. They used to go with us on all the trips and stuff, right? Well, they invited me to a party at the head cheerleader's house, but we had to sneak through a window in the basement. And I didn't go because I didn't think it was right. I didn't want to, I didn't think the parents thought it was okay if we were sneaking through the window to go to this party, right? So I didn't go. I was like, you do that to girls all the time. Yeah, I did. Old Amy, yeah. Donna Bazil talked to me about that yesterday. She's like, your wife's right. You do talk yourself out of more pussy, and you shut up, woman. She's funny. It's like, you don't understand how I am. You have to understand me. Yeah, and I used to tell Amy that too. Yeah, I want to talk myself out of pussy. I want to love and be loved in return. I don't want to fuck and be fucked. Okay. And right now, you guys are all just bumping uglies for money in hell. So none of you are, quote, married in the eyes of the Lord. You're not in holy covenants. You're just bumping uglies for money in hell. Even the fucking Amish, yes. Even the people that live in Kashmir, yes. Yeah. You either get pearls before swine. If you have faith in the glory of God, you don't keep it to yourself. We're all on this planet together. And when you understand and you obey and you understand and obey the laws given to us by the glory of God to continue eternal life for holy covenants, you don't keep it to yourself. Okay? When your life, I didn't have my wildest dreams. I knew from the time I was a little kid. I wanted to play professional basketball, but no. Why? Because they're pumping uglies for money in hell. And I am the end of the fuck for the buck. Right, okay, damn. Didn't see that one coming. I didn't know. When we ended up in Sierra Vista, I was totally like, doopy-doopy-doo. Nani, we had this, Amy rescued this dog named Nani. It was Peter's favorite, little cute little white poodle. Best face cleaner in the history of toddlers and babies, right? You had something in the car seat. Natalie was the messiest. She cleaned Natalie so many times it wasn't even funny. You just set Natalie down. What are you doing? Nani would come up. Natalie would be laughing. Nani, clean baby. Clean baby. A dog's mouth is cleaner than a human's mouth. No, but Nani was meow. She's like, baby clean. You get all those people, get the wet wipes and dude wipes. No, what do you get? Dirty baby covered with Chef Boyardee? Pow! Don't buy Chef Boyardee ever again. Okay, thank you. Real spaghetti. Not in a can. No cans. No cans. Okay. Sauces, if you can make your own, that's preferable. But if you can't, you buy a decent one. You read the ingredients: food, 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 and you okay. And the sauce was food. Can you read the ingredients? Yes, then it's food. Like Haagen-Dazs ice cream. It's food. Got that from Jennifer Lynn Lopez. Yeah. She's a dork. Oh, she's a complete dork. Yeah, yeah. Her and Kim are welcoming new women into. This is only one night. Oh, I like that song too. Do you guys like that song? I like Luther Vandross too. Get out of here. Carolyn Lovett, you like? And Mr. Soko? Rosanna? Oh, wow, I love that song. Anybody else love that song? That's my favorite Toto song. My favorite Toto song is All I Want to Do in the Middle of the Evening Is Hold. And I'm really sucker for New York accents. Everybody knows that since Kelly Price in high school. Okay. Yeah. Oh, Kelly, yeah, she had a big old out button. Oh, Brooklyn accent, or yeah, her thing was Brooklyn. Oh my gosh, yeah. No, she didn't give me the time of day. She had off all these rocker dudes, and I was like, hey, man, she was scared of me. Everybody was scared of me. So I hung out with gangs from Detroit, and then they said I was this gang dealer I was worse than James Spader ever thought about. I was slick. I sold to my own sister and my own friend, just like James Spader's character from so it, throw the cops off. I drove a 65 Barracuda that stalled every morning and then stood up and flipped off, crazy ass fucking rednecks in their monster trucks. I was the baddest drug dealer in the history of Phoenix. Well, when you sit back and look at the evidence, you're like, goddamn, when Jay Cruth came and sat on my feet and I got up and stood toe to toe with him because he was standing on the slick part of this, and I had my feet firmly based on the sand portion where you don't slip up, and I was just gonna push him. Then I was gonna do the flying R, Ralph's knee right in his chest. I was gonna be, because with vicious people, he was a linebacker. Vicious people, when they start fighting you, they don't stop till they win. Oh, ask James Harrison. He doesn't get paid unless he tackles the guy. So yeah, I was gonna knock him the fuck out. So I knew what I was into. He came and sat on my feet to try to get a rep and try to disrespect me because I was lounging with my friends. And he was a black kid from out of town where they have drug dealing. Oh, yeah, that Mexican kid, he ain't shit, watch. So Jay came up and sat on my feet and laughed because he was showing the rest of the team he ain't shit because of what I did with Mike Beatty and everybody else. And then, boom, I stood toe-to-toe in his face. And what you going to do about it? I gave him that look. And Mike, we sit down, and Mike Whalen's in there going, you do that, black guys? When black guys give you that look, they're going to beat the shit out of you and wipe the floor of your world. I said, man, black guys bleed just like brown guys, white guys, peach guys, yellow guys, shit like that. If you let somebody push you the fuck around, they can be pushing you around till you can't fucking breathe, Mike. I didn't know. You don't put two and two together when other people talk shit about you until you end up getting cut from the basketball team and then go back and find out that the coach thinks you're the worst drug dealer in the history of the state of Arizona. Okay. Yeah. I don't know. No one, I don't think Rodney told, no one knew about me getting into it with the worst drug dealer in the history of the state of Arizona at a Safeway in Scottsdale a year before that. No, well, the year that happened, right? Well, that was the continuation of yeah. So, no, I did get into it with the worst drug dealer in the history of Arizona at a Safeway in Scottsdale about 2 years before all this happening, okay? And they had to take 5 people off to a car to drag me off. And he stood there with his little cute blonde girlfriend going, Rodney, take your boyfriend away or my boyfriend's going to beat him up. It's like, yeah, right. He's terrified of me. I knew he was, but I didn't care. I was pissed off at him. I broke down all the hard facts to him, told him I rewrote and erased that guy. I undressed him and put him back together. Got the little boy out from under the bed. I have Kane with the dad with Samuel Jackson. Yes. I'm big. Oh, you're like Julia, man. You got sodomized when you were a little kid by one of Dad's buddies who was a drug dealer too that liked to fuck guys in the ass. Son of a bitch. Okay. Did your dad find out and kill him, or did your dad do it too? Fuck, I'm a biker from the Hells Angels. Yeah. When you look at all that stuff on those videos, the baddest ass motherfuckers, and how many of you motherfuckers, the reason why you go to prison is you're already pre-sodomized so it doesn't scare you. Fuck, I didn't even think about that essay. God damn, thanks, Tom Holman. Greg Gutfeld? No, Greg Gutfeld doesn't even have a fucking clue. Okay. He's not even in the building. Okay. He makes fun of guys who say they have pubic hair on top of their head and all that stuff. You can't help that, man. You need to leave that shit alone. Neither could Gumby and Clydesdale Pokey. I know. And we were living in Rome, and when in Rome, you do as the Romans do. Yeah. Oh, it was the best. Okay. They kicked me off the team for being a drug dealer, right? We had the best home court advantage during my senior year at any high school. And we picked Bob. It was Cummins did it, man. Bob Cummins did it. There's my bitch. That's Gumby. Oh, yeah, he's got the slope top hair. He's kind of bow-legged. Yes, he does look like Gumby. Okay, so that's him. Gumby, right? And so this other kid gets mad because the kid's on tears. He's crying. We're making, every time he gets the ball, Gumby, I'm Gumby, damn it, right? We're doing the Eddie Murphy thing. And then the one kid comes over, the football player comes over who plays on the basketball team, which, look, it's Clydesdale Pokey to the rescue. And then so all the guys, here comes the king, here comes the big number one. And Brett and Darren would sit there on the edge of the bleachers every time he'd come by and act like there was a tremor and fall off the bleachers and go, ow. And everybody, the whole student section is just in tears. They're laughing so hard. So we're sitting there. We would do that. And Bob would go, okay. He'd come in and he'd pick his bitch. That's the one we're going to start with, and then we're going to get the rest of the team to stick up for him, and then we own them. And we did. The coach is like, just don't pay attention to those stupid kids. You can't. But we own you. We're in your head, man. Like James Winfrey with Alan Sweets and Alan and Simmons, and yeah, coach, let me go in and guard that white boy. You can't guard me. Your star can't guard me. Your sister who hates you is up in the stands. She can't. She wants to come help you guard me because she's related to you, and she has to go to school with you and embarrassed that you could not guard that white boy, and he cleaned the floor of you like it was nobody's business. It's, oh yes. Your mama, your grandma, you bring back the grocery. Your grandma, y'all can't guard me. Grandma would be hitting me for trying to hit me with a frying pan. I will still score on you and still steal the ball every time you show it to me. Oh, yeah. Static. Don't start none, won't be none, right? The technology is getting better. The scientists are not aware of that because they're not using it to do good. When will it change? We'll know together. Sleigh bells ring when hell freezes over. Yeah, isn't it pretty nice what they keep the quantum computing in there for? Okay, love you too. Ground control to Major Tom.